Hey chat, did I post emojis correctly? Were they good emojis? I hope so. They were primo emojis. Thank you for the validation. Someone also called me Unk. So that's anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to the stream. We were gonna do some horsemaning tonight. So we got some multiplayer. And then we're gonna do more things like crime simulation or ranch simulation. I'm not sure which one yet. But I wanted to talk about something, two things. I watched some Silent Hill stuff, and I'll get into spoilers in a moment. But the newest stupid thing just dropped. So this is a dumb thing that's happening right now. And I just wanted to share some thoughts on it because it's actually insane. Kind of. But, man. So the, what is this? A Nendoroid. Yes, Nendoroid. Baby girl action figure of Anya from the hit game Mouthwashing. Now, this is a weird thing. And yes, the pills, the pills that she used to do a horrible thing are pre-order bonuses. Now, listen. What's weird about this is, you know, I've seen a lot of, like, wacky and silly fan art. And I know that that's a thing that's just unavoidable. Like, it's going to happen for almost everything, even if the source material is completely different. But the developers of the game are also, like, engaging in all the meme stuff. And it's just, to me, I know it's a heavy topic. It's also a video game. And in the grand scheme of things, there's so many more things that are worth talking about and worrying about. Considering I play video games, and I played this video game, I figured I would just throw my 2 cents in. What the fuck is this? Like, it's, you know, gotten to the point where people are kind of like, there's a backlash and people are like, did the devs actually understand this game that they made, or was this a fluke? So, I don't know. Yeah, it's a really weird thing. And I think, you know, people buying this thing, it's a horrendous game. There's very little humor in the game. There is, just to cut some of the tension, but it's a very, very heavy game with a lot of heavy topics. This doesn't seem like the right merch. I think this is really kind of the wrong merch. They even said, here's what the company wrote. There is nothing else to be done. Anya from Mouthwashing is now a Nendoroid, emotionally withdrawn and medically equipped to join your shelf. Pre-order now to score a bonus background and a bonus pill bottle. That's pretty fucking crazy. So yeah, I don't know, man. That's really weird. Japan does stuff like this all the time for serious stuff. They'll make it cute for marketing. I find it to be, as someone who played the game before it blew up, I'm glad I played it before it blew up, because this game, I've seen in the past year so much Mouthwashing cosplay at conventions. I've seen so much merch. I've seen fan art where everyone is baby girl and everyone is cute. And first of all, I have to really try hard not to pay too much attention to that, because it's just it's too weird. But then the official stuff being that is also really weird. So, you know, again, I'm not saying boycott. I don't give a shit. I just wanted to talk about it because I'm glad I played the game before it turned into all that, because I feel like it's hard sometimes when you're a streamer, or even if you're just plugged in a little bit, and there's games that come out, and there's stuff that people kind of do as a fan base to really make it, like, infuriating to enjoy the thing. And it can be tough because you want to enjoy the thing in a vacuum, but again, it's just the discussion, the conversation about some stuff becomes too, just too much. So, I liked the game. I thought it was just a kind of a chill game about horrible things. That's 2.5 hours, and it affected me a little bit, but I thought it was incredibly interesting. wasn't the best game I've ever played, but it was really well done, and I liked the story where it was going, and it horrified me. So yeah, I'm glad there was like minimal to no fan base by the time when I played it. That really, I was able to form my own opinions and not view it from that lens, which is why I wish some other games were not also, you know, it's sometimes psychologically you have that in your brain and it just kind of sucks the life out of a thing. So that's one thing. And then there's the Silent Hill. There's a Silent Hill thing that was released too, or they're going to release something of the Abstract Daddy. I'm looking for it. Hang on. I'm looking for it. Well, it was another figure, but it wasn't like Baby Girl or whatever you want to call this, just cute. It's just the figure from the game. And that to me feels like, okay, I don't know why you would want this, because it represents such a fucked up thing. But at least it kind of wasn't supposed to be cute. Yeah, it's this thing. It's just, man, you know, I don't know, man. And I know people are going to buy this and they're going to love it. Man. It's weird. Why? I don't know. I guess just anything that you could sell and market to make some money. It's still not something that I considered, you know, whatever, like, it's not like something that makes me personally feel like, oh, how dare they? It's just confusing, and I wanted to talk about it. Vinny, there's multiple pieces of Japanese merch on horrific things that happen in piece of media, so this is pretty much in line with that. Not sure why people are even surprised by this. Not all of us are plugged into the Japanese media world, and that's one. And two, it really just is weird having played the game and seeing the figure. That's why. So, I mean, good on you if you want that on your shelf with the faceplate of the death. But that's... We live in a strange world, and we humans are strange creatures, is always my conclusion. I wanted to talk for a minute before we begin the multiplayer stuff. Speaking of Silent Hill. Spoilers for Silent Hill F. Only going to talk about this for a couple minutes, and I'm going to try not to do too much spoiling. So, just come back when the game starts, or come back in, I'll let you know, maybe like, I don't know, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? I watched a video. You can stay for this part. I watched the video that explains the whole thing. I finished the game last night. I got only one ending, watched the UFO ending, which was, to me, very underwhelming. And then I saw a video that was recommended to me. It's an hour long, and it was about the whole thing, the whole story, everything. And it helped me understand some of the stuff that I played a little bit better. Here's where the spoilers kind of begin, I guess. But the YouTuber is Gingy, Gingy, or Gingy, please. And it's just everything. It's the literal interpretation, it's the metaphorical interpretation, and it's the other endings. Now, I still don't think I would ever want to go through a game I didn't enjoy playing very much right after beating it to get another ending, to get more context, but that's kind of what happens here. The story opens up more. Like, you get a whole lot more context, and there's different choices that your character makes. You know, I enjoyed playing RimWorld right after RimWorld, but then I got super burnt out on it, and that's a game I enjoy playing. But Silent Hill was not that, so I wasn't planning on doing anything other than watching the video. I think it's a really interesting story. I think the endings are interesting. I think some of the subtext of what's happening was really, really kind of intriguing. It is, again, a very dark story, but there's hope, especially by the time you get to that last ending, which takes a long time to do, but it's still a really cool way to view the story, and it kind of like changes the way you interpret the events of the game. I thought there was some interesting stuff going on with the old gods. The pills, where apparently there's a big theory that it's the White Claudia from Silent Hill 1 that causes hallucinations. and that Shu was the one who gave them to the character because he was all like fucked up about this potential thing, this wedding, which the whole game is about the wedding. There's the really interesting theory that the game doesn't even take place literally. It's more like she's about to get married and she's thinking about the events of her life from when she was younger. And it's this big mishmash of different emotions and thoughts that go into this. Really interesting. I actually appreciate some of the game's story a little bit more. I have some criticisms on a personal level of how it was handled, just as a dummy, you know. But I also feel like maybe some of the stuff was a little bit too presented in such a way that was a little bit too much. But overall, I really liked the game. I just would have enjoyed watching someone else play it more than me playing it. And that's never really a great feeling, but that's just how that was. The myth stuff of the town and the different families and the choices the characters have to make. When I watched the video, I was totally invested the whole video. So clearly, I mean, it sucks to have to, you know, consume media like that, but I just don't have another 20 hours to dedicate to that game. But I did like it, and I get why people like this game. I'm glad I played it once, and that's good enough for me. It's not going to gel with everyone, like I said, but I'm glad I played it, and watching that video and getting the context for the whole story, I still have my interpretations, which is one good way to approach media, is get your own interpretation, and then lock that in, and then maybe also figure out the greater story. And that's the way I've engaged with some of my favorite movies, like Eyes Wide Shut. You know, I have what I figured it out to be, as well as the greater context and the creator's intent, generally. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting to watch that video because it gave me a whole lot more understanding, and the final ending was a lot better, and the interpretations of things were much better than that first shitty ending, which was interesting but also just really depressing. So, I'll say this. Even though I didn't love playing through the game that much, and the combat was really kind of ass, I will say, it's been hard to stop thinking about it. It's not like constantly, but just enough that I'm like, huh. That's been kind of rattling around my brain a bit. I may not agree with everything, I may not love the way all of it was told, but it was very visually fucked up and interesting, and I'm, you know, and again, watching the video made me appreciate the whole scope of the story a little bit more. UFO ending still sucks ass, but anyway. So, someone said, welcome to Ryukishi's 07's work. Your mind will be stuck with that for years. Well, I think maybe that's years. I'll remember some of the visuals. I'll definitely have it in my brain when I recall the game. I don't know if this is going to be, I'm 40. I don't know if this is going to be that kind of media that does that to me. Especially considering knowing that a lot of his work involves, like, you know, like the high school Japan people, the children in high school. Like, that does nothing for me. So, but, and that's what I was told yesterday. However, the game was just interesting enough in those ways that it kind of strayed from that and turned more into this coming of age thing in a very fucked up way, and I kind of enjoyed that. So there you go. Did you see the new footage or interview about the Silent Hill 2 movie? No, I didn't. Spoilers over. Now, I'm gonna message the guys. Thank God they're making Silent Hill 2 for a third time, but now it's a movie. Wait, is that what's happening? Yeah, you don't have to play it this time. Huh? Konami will never let go of Pyramid Head. You know, speaking of merchandise, Pyramid Head is James's personal Silent Hill monster. But boy, has Pyramid Head become, like, severely over-merchandised. But, you know, for better or worse, he's become one of the most recognizable parts of Silent Hill. The design, the, just the weirdness of him, the, you know, how horrifying he's used in the game, how effectively he's used in the game. Ito said Pyramid Head isn't just James's. Huh. What is my Silent Hill monster? Probably, Gray Leno. I was gonna make a joke about it being a Red Sox fan. Yeah, no, Johnny, I showed the Abstract Daddy figure. I really don't like saying Abstract Daddy. It really just makes me uncomfortable. I don't enjoy that very much at all. He also said that he would have made SH2 with an over-the-shoulder camera and that SH isn't a real place. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing, too. I know there was interpretations of Silent Hill 2 that pissed off, I think it was Ito, and he rebuked a lot of stuff. And that's the other thing, too, about fiction. So even though the spoilers are over, and I'm not going to spoil anything about Silent Hill F, I think the game leaves some room for your own interpretations, but there's a very, very, very clear meaning to most of the game. And I've written songs that people have, and my songs are not art, really. I guess they are, but they're not like some great works of art. They're just songs. And some of them are very meaningful to me, and others are just words that sound good together. But I can tell you that there have been songs that people have interpreted in the wildest fucking ways. Like experiences that I would have zero knowledge of. And there's really nothing I can do except say, well, maybe I don't want to know your interpretation because I have mine, and even that changes over time. You know, once... sometimes you get to a kind of a place in your life where a thing that you look back on from 10 years ago means something different. So, there's that. And then there's also, like, if a thing means something to you, and then the creator of the thing is like, no, you don't understand. Well, is that okay or not? I don't know if that's okay. Because on some level, you already have your interpretation, and it's yours. That no one can take that away from you. And the creator can say whatever they want, but once it's out in the world, it's kind of just out in the world. So I kind of go about things a certain way where I have my interpretation. Like some songs that I listen to, I know how I felt the first time I heard the song. I know what I thought it meant after years of listening to it before the internet, for example. And then I also have the knowledge of this was the author's intent. And I can have both. And it's actually enriches a song for me. It makes it better. So I kind of like that. I can't believe you disapprove of my pregnant Mario interpretation of the new flesh. Huh? No, you got it. No, that's it. That's it, actually. Good job, chat member. Sorry I didn't get your song, so I had to watch a lore video explaining what your Red Vox songs meant. Was it like 2 hours? Did you watch it over eating a meal? Alright, so I know Jerma's live. I'm just waiting. We all agreed for 7 p.m. And, I'm just gonna be here. Sorry to Paul Revere, but did you hear about the creator of Ninja Gaiden, Tomonobu Itagaki? He passed away, and I wish him he rest in peace, and that's really sad. And I also have heard about Ace Frehley from Kiss. He passed away, and I wish him rest in peace, and it is also sad. Ace Frehley just passed away. Listen, you know, when it comes to celebrity deaths, we do this every time. D'Angelo as well, man. It sucks. It fucking sucks when you're a fan of someone. Diane Keaton. It's, you know, a lot of people that, you know, I listened to or heard of or watched in movies or that created something I liked are going. Appreciate each other. I hate to be like, you know, Mr. Hippie here, because I'm not usually. But when that happens, I try to look around me a little bit and be appreciative of the health I have and the places I have and the people, and just try to, you know, just say, okay, well, listen, there's still a lot of great people that enrich my life through their art or whatever, and I'm gonna just be appreciative of the time that they're still creating. You know, Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age almost died several times, including somewhat recently. That tour that they did, they weren't supposed to do, probably. And the fact that we got more music and a great tour and then this Catacombs thing, when that dude was not doing okay from a health perspective, you know, I thought of that while I was there. I was like, this is kind of crazy. Even Oasis, a band that is, for all intents and purposes, just like anthem rock, you know, and you probably overrated. But I was really happy that they reunited and that the brothers no longer call each other potato and that they are, you know, like appreciative of each other and hugging and shit and really just kind of enjoying playing their music that means a lot to people and sounding good doing it. That was one of those moments I was like, this wasn't supposed to happen. I was not supposed to see an Oasis concert ever, because how would they ever get to that point? But Noel's 57, I think, and Liam's in his early 50s, and it was like, it was nice that they reconciled, especially because they're fucking family, you know, and family can be the most difficult thing. But it could also sometimes be good, you know?
Family.
So yeah. Did you see Lego DeLorean for $40? We're just gonna talk, I guess. Because, I don't know where Poke and Ster and Jerma are. I would assume Poke and Ster are just playing Battlefield. Battlefield 6. Battlefield 6. Fucking goddamn it, Poke. Jerma is playing some demos. I don't even see Jerma online right now. Why are you not playing Battlefield 6? I just don't know if I want to buy it. I say that, but I bought Pokemon so I could stream it tomorrow morning. You know what's funny about that? Yeah, please give code. I bought it specifically for the stream purpose. That's basically the reason. I want to do a deep analysis. Tax write-off. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm gonna think it's an okay game that looks like shit. Did they schedule this on a different day and you thought it was today? No. No, I'm here. Ster just said we're almost ready. Ah ha ha. No, Battlefield is the kind of game that I would have probably gotten pretty addicted to like 15 years ago, and I would have played like a lot of. But at this point in my life, like as a variety streamer, as someone who doesn't really like to play a lot of games on my own time, unless I am, you know, unless I'm able to, because I want to get stuff done. I want to get shit done. I want to work on my music before I perish. And you know what game I've been playing? Final Fantasy Tactics. Like that feels like the game I want to play right now, along with Megabunk, which I'm already kind of falling off of a bit. So I'm not really sure Battlefield 6 would be a wise investment. Pokemon I can stream once. People want to watch me play a game like that, and they want to hear my opinions on it. It'll probably do just fine, and then I could probably just put it aside. But, yeah, Battlefield 6 would probably be fine to just play for a little while. Show us one of your sicko videos while we wait. No. I don't have any sicko videos. Did you, want to play Arc Raiders, Vinny? Yeah.
Love is in the air.
Yeah, I'd play Arc Raiders. I'd give it a shot with Poke and Ster, and if Jerma's down. I think it's only 3 players though, or maybe the mods. We'll see. Cause I have you know what? I have this busy October of October gaming, and then November I'm gonna try to catch up on some stuff. Maybe play Pac-Man World. You know, just like play some stuff that I haven't had a chance to in October. Yeah, and I'm also gonna go to Vegas. True story. I mean, I already talked about it. The UNCtion. I don't know how... Yes, chat. The UNCtion may be a small one, and we might just hang out. But I have IRL friends going to Vegas. So I want to use the opportunity to hang with Jerma. And I want to also, I figure it would be kind of fun thing to do. Are you going to stream it? No, I don't really want to stream my life other than just play video games and answer questions while I wait for my friends to show up from fucking playing Battlefield 6 for 30 minutes. Are you going to play Balatro in real life? When I was last at Atlantic City, I did play a little bit of roulette. My friends were playing roulette, and I played a little bit, and I got stupidly lucky. And I won like $120 or something like that. I forget exactly how much it was. Maybe a little bit more than that, like 140. I stopped playing roulette, played some like blackjack, and then won like 80, lost 80, stopped, and just kept that money. So I'm a very, very, you know, when it comes to gambling, I'm pretty chill about it. I don't want to go and like repeat my video game habits in IRL gambling. It doesn't really do anything for me. Would this be your first time in a while riding an airplane, or are you going on a car trip? We're not doing a car. So I'm gonna ride a plane. I'm not really worried about it. If you play Skate again, they fixed the fun bugs. That's why I'm not playing Skate again. Yeah, it kind of sucks. Gambling with fake money is way more fun than real money. Yeah, I don't really get a thrill out of gambling real money. I really don't. Vinny, I've been living in Vegas 15 years, know a lot of good food places you can try. Yeah, you can email them to me. Sure. Is this stream also sponsored by Black Phone 2? What, in theaters this Friday? Starring Ethan Hawke? Absolutely not. Someone wants to know if there will be a Sunday stream this week. Yep. As usual. Someone said, I hate this bit. It's real life. A few years ago, you mentioned playing Halo Wars was on the list. Is it still on the list or not? But you know what? I completely forgot that game existed until you just mentioned it. And I have a passing interest in the game, but not so much. Sorry. There's an RTS game called Dying Breed that just came out with like Command and Conquer style visuals and cutscenes, including real people, and it's apparently not that great. So that kind of sucks. Halo, not Halo Wars. Oh, Halo! No, I'm not that down for Halo right now. I don't have any real... I don't think I have any real interest in Halo right now. Sorry. Hey, Albino Lullaby 2 is out. I'm aware of that. That was out a while ago now, and it's been 10 years almost, I think. I have no idea what happened in Albino Lullaby 1, and it released so late that I no longer have any interest. I'm sorry.